Just wanted to say a big thank you for the subscribers. I've hit 4,000 on Rod Speaker's Corner. Just want to say a big thank you to everybody for supporting me. Obviously 4,000 isn't a huge amount, but obviously for me it is. Considering I didn't think anyone would watch any of my videos, I appreciate everyone supporting me throughout this whole time. I was gonna do this particular kind of as a live stream, but I got a few things I need to talk about that are too serious to go on a live stream because I get distracted by the comments and then start ranting. Obviously, I've got a bit of a issue with a temper once in a while, so because I've got to talk about a few things. So first of all, obviously, I'm going to talk about the subs. Then I'm going to talk about. I do want to touch upon Omar. I don't like using the word Ratboy, but that's what people call him. So people shouldn't really call him that, but that's what they've named him. And obviously the Grenfel Tower incident where they're burning that effigy, which is a disgrace. I'm pretty shocked, I'm not going to lie. It takes a lot to shock me, but I am pretty shocked with that one. I do want to kind of touch upon, obviously, first of all, so I'll go on for, once again, thanks again. I will be doing a live stream to celebrate, which will be a bit more cheery. So that I'm not going to do no more live streams on this channel anymore, no matter what. Either because this has got a strike on it from some idiot. So my other channel is Rod Speaker's Corner Live Chat. Yeah. So you need to subscribe to Rod Speaker's Corner Live Chat. Link below, link below, link below, link below. And all my live chat videos will now be on here exclusively. I will not be live streaming from this channel anymore. I will only be uploading videos like this that are pre-recorded. Obviously, I got 4,000 subscribers here, but only 596 here. So please shift your subscription over to the other side, because obviously if I get another strike, I won't be able to upload on there any more videos, so you'll know to come over to that side. So please, link below, subscribe, 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 subscribe. Hopefully we can get that channel to 1,000, and I can do a special 1,000 thank you on that show as well. So what we're going to talk about here first, so one of the reasons, like I said, I wanted to talk like this is because we're talking about serious topics. Now I'm going to talk about Omar. Now Omar, as you know, aka Ratboy. I don't like using that name, but unfortunately I'm called a pigeon, and sometimes we have these weird names that we cannot get rid of. Otherwise people don't know who we're talking about. Over the last few days, he's gone through a lot of issues, including the fact that he's been kind of arrested and put on this kind of terror watch list, or whatever, been investigated, and he's been having a hard time. And obviously, I'm not somebody that's going to sit back when someone's abusing me, and just like put up with it. So obviously I played my part in kind of like retaliating and saying this and X, Y, Z, but I am not responsible for Omar's mental health, because there are videos on here done by Saeed, yeah, and the reason why he's done it is because he wants to shift the blame onto me. So you can listen to this video about Omar and listen to this. First of all, I will say this is going to be a compliment. Well done to the Muslim brothers for going to him. And although me and Saeed don't get on, and the other guy that's in the car, I don't like him. He was one of the guys that was with the crew that spat on Hassan. But I think it's important when your brother, whether he's Muslim or not, shows signs of depression and signs of suicidal thoughts, you must try and help him. Yeah. So I'm going to give a big up to that, because sometimes you could just, I've seen people like listen to people kind of crying their eyes out and no one's done anything, and then that person's gone to kill himself. So before I go on, I've suffered mental health issues with depression. I've been suicidal for around 12 years of my life, and obviously I've pulled through it. And whether you like me or not, I do have tips on how to pull through it. There are ways. Yeah. One thing first, Omar, you got to stop drinking and alcohol or any intoxicants. The reason I say this is because I've been sober for 6 years, and I think probably people will probably say, Raj, please start drinking again. The reason I'm saying this is because intoxicants and drink and stuff just put a plaster on the wound, and you're not really resolving the problem. So every time you drink, you're just prolonging your problems. You've got to face the issues. For me, it seems like you've got a big issue with the passing of your father, and that's something that is, nothing to be ashamed of. Anybody would be traumatized by that. So I will say that, that's one of the big steps I hope that, these Muslim brothers will try and gear him towards. Because I know for a fact, when I stop drinking, people might think I'm still a bit of a mess, but I turn my life around. To you, it may not look like it, but I'm happy at the moment. And so the other thing is find a hobby, man. Like, find a hobby that's not destructive. So for me, obviously I do my artwork, and one of the ways I kind of got through my depression was to draw. Yeah, was to draw. But I also do drawings on depression. So this is a drawing called Big Boys Do Cry. And obviously, there's nothing wrong with showing your emotions. Yeah, it's good to sometimes let it out when you're depressed. So this is kind of a drawing to represent kind of like the issue with men not showing their emotions. And so obviously, the biggest kind of reasons for people, young boys between the age of like 18 to 30, the highest reason for their deaths is actually suicide. And so I just wanted to show a drawing that was just like, screw it, show your emotions, man. So what? Big boys do cry. Yeah, it's perfectly fine to do that. Got another drawing that kind of goes into this as well, and that's actually this drawing here, light at the end of the tunnel. And one thing is, when you're depressed, Omar, sometimes you think everybody's having a great time, they're laughing their heads off, and everyone's having an amazing time, and you're in the middle. That kind of represents the psyche of a depressed person, and they think everybody's having an amazing time and you're the only one that is miserable. But in reality, this is a false sense of reality. This isn't just to Omar, this is to anybody that's suffering mental health or is really depressed and stuff like that. These people that are laughing are probably just as depressed as you, but you think that they're having a grand old time. Yeah. And once you snap out of the depression, what happens? You start to realize that you're not the only one that's having a hard time. It's just part of life, unfortunately. Things don't run smoothly. So, that's just kind of my little bit of advice. And the other things I would say, go and get some counseling, man. Anybody, I'm just talking to everybody, get some counseling. Because the thing is that what people don't realize is that I was one of the biggest detractors of counseling. But I was kind of forced to get counseling because obviously I was extremely depressed and suicidal and stuff like that. And when I did it, I actually really liked it. I thought sitting in a room with a stranger and just spilling your guts is very therapeutic. So I would recommend either going through your GP and go through the National Health Service, or if you don't want to go through that and you want to keep it anonymous, go through Mind. So MIND, and you can book an appointment and you can just go there anonymously and it's free. Now that's the kind of positives of everything. But one of the things I'm finding annoying about this whole scenario is that I'm being blamed for Omar's, and me and Sophia Lewis actually, me and Sophia Lewis are both being blamed for Omar's state. Let me tell you something. This is not to do with me and Sophia. Yeah, it is a holistic reason as to why he's in this state, and that's to do with obviously his family situation, his situation at Speaker's Corner with the thing with the terrorism thing. On top of that, you had the Muslim community need to take responsibility, because I used to see a lot of Muslims at the park egg Omar on to do stupid things. Now, one of the things people don't realize, Omar, when he's by himself and without a crowd, is actually a really nice guy. This is why I used to get angry with him, because by himself, he's a nice guy. You could have a good old chat, laugh with him, and I never used to have a problem one-on-one. But then when he got into a group with his Muslim brothers, he would just be used as somebody to be an attack dog. And so the Muslim community need to take responsibility. What I will say is this. I did not help the matters. It didn't mean that I was the cause of it. I just didn't help it. And so one of the things is, obviously I'm a bit of a you could call me a troll sometimes. You could say that I can kind of get under people's skin. And obviously I was making a few jokes over the last few days and stuff like that. And I'm going to say I'm going to stop. Because I think his situation is too serious to make jokes. And I want to tell people, do not joke with Omar with this, because it can just take one little thing when someone's depressed and they can just do something absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, I've heard of it, I've seen it, I've not seen it, but I've heard of it. And so I've been in situations where, you know, somebody said something to me when I was extremely depressed, and to that person it might seem very trivial, but obviously it almost tipped me over the edge. Um, you got to stop saying abusive stuff to me, though, Omar. You have said stuff that I would never let any other man say, and still come here and sit here and then say this, because you've cursed at my mum, you've cursed at this, you've cursed at that. And anyone that knows me, I love my mum more than anybody else, and you have said some disgusting things about her, yeah. And I've never mentioned your family, but I'm still showing you compassion, because you are a human being. The other thing is about Sophia Lewis. You have said some of the most terrible things towards her, and then you expect her to be kind to you afterwards. You're calling her a tranny, a man, a this and that and all that. And your relationship with your girlfriend Kayla Lewis, that's not my fault if anything happens to that. Yeah, that is nothing to do with me. All I did was to show the falseness of your girlfriend. She's all sweetie sweetie online, all sweetie sweetie with Sophia Lewis, and I can tell a fake from a mile away. Yeah, this is one of the curses I've had in my life. It's a benefit and a curse. I can tell a fake a mile away, and I'm normally 90%, 95% right when I say someone's fake. And so I told Sophia way before. I said, that girl, you know, she's too overly friendly and she's seems fake to me, which is why I didn't fall for her little bullshit compliments and stuff, because I knew as soon as the tables are turned, she'll probably start talking shit. And that's happened, obviously, because I caught her out. So don't blame me if your girlfriend has said stuff that was caught on camera and then we highlighted it, because that's our right to do it, because she has been talking to Sophia and saying that she believes that, you know, she's amazing and is strong and she's this and this for doing that, but then she's cussing her out for being a tranny, which is totally hypocritical. So all I want to say is this video here, kind of one of the things is, look, what Saeed has done is great. So whatever you think about the guy, at least he's got the guts to go down and say, bro, let me try and help you. So that's a plus. But a negative is this. You cannot make me the scapegoat. And so if you listen to this, they're trying to make me the scapegoat.
And so his actions, what he did, he's apologized for it. This online trolling and all these other people like Raj, yeah, they're gonna carry on their online bullying and cyber bullying. Yeah, you know what? One day, inshallah, Allah will expose him and Allah will deal with these people. That's the best way. Let's leave it to Allah. Yeah, leave him. Leave this Raj guy alone, and let Allah deal with him. Allah will expose these shaitans, these evil jahil shaitans. Allah will deal with them. So, and you know what? Even sometimes when I go live, people ask me, Raj said this, Raj said that, and get me talking about Raj. Yeah, I just don't want to talk about him no more. He's a non-issue. This guy's a joke. This guy's a joke. And you guys asking me about this guy, he said this, and always bringing about Raj, Raj, Raj. This is what he loves. This guy is dying to get famous. He wants fame, yeah? So, guys, please, don't talk about this guy. Don't go on his channel. Avoid this guy. When I see Muslims, yeah, going on because they got beef with another Muslim, jumping on another Muslim channel, Islamophobes channels, yeah, jumping on there and attacking another Muslim, that is another sick, disgusting thing as well, yeah? If you got beef, brothers and sisters, we have arguments, yeah? But make you dance. Yeah, Islamophobes, yeah. Like, non-Muslims, yeah, same go, yeah. Islamophobes.
You don't even go camera, you come chat to them.
So these Islamophobes, yeah, if you jump on their live chats and start dissing another Muslim, yeah, how low are you? How low is that? That is disgusting, yeah. Going on a non-Muslim channel who, when I say non-Muslim, I mean Islamophobe non-Muslim, yeah, like, you know who I mean, yeah, Raj. So go in there on their live chat, yeah.
So, you know, once again, it's turned again towards me, yeah. I'm not telling people to jump onto my channels. If you're watching, that's your business, yeah. I don't want this video to go negative, so I'll probably address this in a live stream or something like that, because I don't like people using me as a kind of like a scapegoat for Omar's issues. Yeah. So obviously, like I said, I'm gonna move on to another topic, but you know, big boys do cry. Nothing wrong with a few tears and letting your emotions out. Sometimes, you know, men have an issue with kind of like social stigma about showing your emotions, and then you're called a thing, or even mental health. So if I say to people, oh, I suffer from mental health issues with depression, and I was suicidal for like 12 years and then a bit of an alkie, and I've got through it now, and now I'm sober for 6 years and I'm happy, people seem to think, "Oh my God, how can he be happy? Oh, you know, look at the state of his life." I'm ecstatic because like I said, you need a hobby when you're depressed or you had a drink problem. Having a hobby is great. So find something you're good at, and then try and distract that with your mind. Obviously, I'm using Speaker's Corner as well as a way because I actually enjoy Speaker's Corner, although it's a complete shithole at the moment. But 2018 that will change. I mean 2019. All right, so the next topic I'm going to go on to is actually Grenfell Tower. Now, you know, I was doing a live stream earlier, and I just saw people saying, "Oh, Grenfell Tower, Grenfell Tower." I was like, "Oh, what is this now?" Obviously, it's a tragic situation what happened last year, where around 80 people were burned alive in the tower, and due to the incompetence of the builders and all this flammable kind of like building material. And then, you know, I kind of ignored it. I could ignore it, and then obviously you can't ignore something once it keeps on going and going. And then when I looked into it, I'm not gonna lie, like I'm not that shocked. It takes a lot, but I was shocked with this video because, you know, I don't know what these people are thinking when they were doing this. Yeah, I think we definitely got the winner. So that's Grenfell Tower replica or kind of an effigy for Guy Fawkes. And so he said the little ninja's getting at the minute. So as you can see from that video, you know, they have no compassion for the people in that tower, calling the females ninjas. And I know people are going to say, well, Raj, you're a hypocrite, you want to ban the burqa. Saying I want to talk about a burqa, maybe banning it, is not the same as saying burn people to death or I wish any ill upon those people. Because I know people are going to equate that, like the other day, that me saying I disagree with something means that I'm going to cause violence upon that person. And that's completely illogical because, as I said in the video, I don't want to go too much into it, and in the other video, I could say the same about people that disagree with homosexuality. So when people are saying, well, homosexuality is wrong, homosexuality is this, you know, it shouldn't be legal, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, some of these Muslim scholars, like, I don't know, you know, some of the, but let's just say some of the people at the park, like Ali Dawa and Adnan Rashid and Muhammad Hijab, then their words could trigger someone to be, then by their logic, somebody could beat somebody up who's homosexual, and I could say, well, it's because of their fault. Obviously, that's illogical, but I'm just trying to show your thingy. But one thing that's very clear from this is the complete disdain for human life from these people. Like, for me, these people that have done this are sick, really sick, evil people. There's kids in the video. I'm not gonna lie, I had to watch it like 3 times just to kind of like take in. And the people are gonna probably say, oh, "What's the big deal? Oh, it's just a freaking effigy." No, it says a lot about someone's mental state or how they believe, what they believe when they're okay to burn Grenfell Tower effigies and then start laughing about people burning inside and calling people ninjas in there and they're all burning and everything. You know, it's really sick. And there's children that were there as well. I hope these people get caught. I'd love to see who they are. And I hope everybody from, you know, Tommy Robinson, son, everyone really needs to condemn this. I'm not saying, you know, they are Tommy Robinson supporters. I don't want people to put that in my mouths, but I know people are going to say, well, these are the type of people that support him, and it's the right, and they're racist. There are some racists. There's no doubt about it. And I believe these people are genuine racist because, you know, the way they're looking at, like for me, I don't look at Muslims as lesser people. They're just people who have got an ideology that, you know, parts of it I disagree with, but that doesn't mean I want any harm upon them. These kind of people want to kill either it's Muslims or anybody that they don't dislike. I'm not, alright, so let me just rephrase that. Not kill, but they don't mind if harm comes upon them and they find it humorous. So I hope people see that, you know, these people here are basically, they've got the same mindset as ISIS, who see non-Muslims as fair game, and these guys see Muslims or Asians or people of ethnic minorities as fair game. I don't know what's going to happen to them because, you know, whether that, it's definitely a hate crime. There's no doubt about that. So I'm making it an unequivocal condemnation of this. Anybody that says it's not disgusting and condemns it outright, there's something wrong with you. There's no excuse for this, no matter what your beliefs are. This is inhuman, and you know, how they even thought that they could record it and then put it up online is like even more confusing. Like, all right, you did it. Yeah, you should be ashamed of yourself and say, "Oh, tell no one not to show anyone." But to put it up and then kind of be bragging about it, it's just unbelievable crazy. Hopefully we'll find out who they are anyway. Anyway, I'm going to kind of cut this short. I will be doing a live stream. Like I said, Raj Speakers Corner, thank you for the 4,000 subs. Go over to my other channel, Speakers Corner, Raj Speakers Corner live chat below, 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 below. Obviously, if you haven't gone to subscribe after that, there's nothing I can do to make you subscribe. So, like I said, it's only 596 at the moment, and this one's 4,000. So where is the 3,500? I will not be uploading any more live chats on this particular channel anymore. And it will only always be on this channel for live chats exclusively. Well, anyway, I'm going to be off, and obviously I'm going to try and do a special 4,000 live chat, but it won't be for a few days. I've been freaking on these live chats like a lunatic for the last few days. God knows why. I do find them fun. I do find them interesting, but it's just like so much time consuming. Anyway, I'm going to be off, and then hopefully I'll do a live chat by Friday sometime. Anyway, thank you again for the 4,000 subscribers.